What would you do if two intoxicated women board the plane?
It's not the party they thought it would be. Next on Cabin Pressure.
Hey everyone, welcome. This is Cabin Pressure.
Hello, pretty ladies. Chantilly-lace.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
What do you mean?
Who are you talking to?
Dude,
What's
I'm not
up,
talking
pretty
to you.
lady?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking
No
to those,
shit.
I'm talking to those honeys out in cyberspace.
You got to be talking to somebody because you sure as shit ain't talking to me. What's going on, man?
Dude, you know what? Everything. It's like, doing the same, going over to Indiana, hanging out with the family and all that stuff. You know, I was hanging out this weekend with the girls, Reagan and Mila.
Yeah.
And, man, kids are just amazing.
Yep.
Like what they pick up on.
Oh, yeah.
It just like every little thing they'll tell you about. And the craziest thing, they came out, like we visited the whole day and they come back to the room later in the night and we were playing games and all this stuff. And their mom's like, I think the girls got something to talk to you about. And I'm like, what's that? And they're like, Uncle Shawn, we've never seen you in jeans. And I'm literally like totally did not, consciously think about it. But I guess, like for years now, I'm only wear like, I've been into the Lululemon, those type of slacks, comfortable stuff, stretch slacks, things like that. And I stopped wearing jeans. And then just this last weekend, I wore jeans. And I can't believe it's like been their whole life.
So out of everything they looked at you, they noticed
I was wearing jeans.
You was wearing jeans.
Yeah, like my whole fashion.
But you're like this big kid. I mean, seriously, with kids, these guys don't know. You guys don't realize he's a big kid.
Yeah.
So the kids actually, it's like they gravitate towards him. When my my oldest boy was young, he came over and he used to play. Do you remember we used to play in the backyard?
We were killing dragons.
Dragon Slayer.
Slayer.
We lived
That's
in
right.
Florida.
We had the big old, those oversized plastic baseball bat.
Yeah.
And we're in the yard and we're running around. I'm like, kill the dragons, slay the dragons. And he's smashing, trying to hit the geckos. And he wasn't fast enough to catch a gecko, but he had him fun.
He always wanted when Shawn coming over so they can go slay dragons. Geckos, little geckos. He's chasing out in the backyard. No wonder the kids were wondering
my
about
nieces
jeans.
are just the same. They're the exact same way. Like show up and we're having fun. I mean, we could Zoom call and like Carol will be talking to him. She's right next to me and I'm like making faces at them and they're making faces. Hey,
I know, you gotta love kids.
You gotta love the kids. But I was just that whole like it like caught me off guard because I was like, man, they really like are looking at you.
Yeah.
It really has something to go to where people that who's looking up to you and who do you look up to and who's your role models and all that stuff. Like
who's goofy?
Well, yeah,
that's you.
Me.
That's you. No, I mean it's who goofy because you're like the big play toy with them.
Yeah.
It's like having a romper room that's mobile.
They're like every time we show up, we're like trying to bring new games and new stuff, and fun stuff to play with, and they're always but just like and they remember everything. So you can't get away. Like they're gonna be like, oh no, you said this and then like they'll call you out in a split second. But the other thing that happened was one of my friends asked me the other day, and they were puzzled. They're like, I got a great question for you. Like, why do they board the plane from front to back? Why don't they do it from back to front?
We've never heard that one.
Yeah, that's new.
Yeah.
Daily. To us,
right?
Veterans, like we're like this is stupid. Like, I mean, I'm trying to explain to her, and I'm like, it's like any business. You cater to your highest clientele, the people that are paying your bills, the people that are spending money at your establishment. It's like doesn't matter where you go. Like the highest people that are paying the highest price, they're going to cater to those people and give them benefits or whatever, higher benefits. Well, airlines do the same thing, and that's who dictates how our boarding process is. And it doesn't matter what level of airline you're flying with. It doesn't matter if it's low cost carrier to a high cost carrier. It doesn't matter. They're all dictated off how the biggest money makers, that are contribute to the airline.
Space for your bag.
Right. Yeah, it comes down to space for a bag, right?
I mean, really, when you think about it, everybody rushes to get on a plane with what? Their bag, their roller bag. They want to get their bag on.
Yeah.
They're worried about is, when is the cutoff?
Well, and I was explaining to her too. I'm like, if we boarded from back to front, I said, so most people that are in the back of the plane are like the lower fare ticket, right?
Yeah.
I said, and by the time we filled up that plane, the people that are sitting in front, which are the higher fare ticket,
right?
They wouldn't have any space for their bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, so that wouldn't work. I'm like the people that are paying, if you're paying a premium price, like you go on vacation and you buy that one-time first class seat, you want to be speeded, you want to be treated special, right?
Right.
So, it's not that we're treating them special. It's just that that's how it works, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And
bag space.
Yeah, it's all about bag space.
It is. It's about bag space.
Another thing, like as I was like thinking about it and everything, is like it's interesting how like you go to different, depending on how the airport's set up to, depends on how we board the plane too.
Right.
Because like we can go down to like some foreign countries, and they'll board the plane from front and back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then sometimes we'll have where the jet bridge where it's just like there's no jet bridge, and then they got to go outside and walk up the ramp and all that stuff.
Yeah, they pull up air stairs. Sometimes, if there's not room, they'll pull air stairs up.
Right. So there's all these different factors that go into it. But I was telling her, I was like, you're thinking too logically. Like it makes sense. Like, okay, if we're just trying to load the bus and nobody had a bag in their hand,
yeah, sure,
back to front works, but that's not how it works.
Yeah. We never hear that question, though.
Yeah, we never hear that.
Nope. It's the first time.
Anyways, what's going on with you?
Well, I was talking to you about it all day yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
All day yesterday, all he heard was, I was doing this triangle. Okay.
Day from hell.
Yeah. So we do these trips called triangle. It's 3 legs in a day.
Right.
So the first leg, I was heading down to Orlando. It was cool. Everything went fine. Then we had to go up to Chicago. Weather was shit.
Right.
Weather went to hell. So we were delayed right out of Orlando going to Chicago. Passengers, they're fine. You had a few people that were getting a little out of sorts because of the delay, but it wasn't that bad. Then we got to Chicago, and then, man, did it take a slide.
Shit show.
We got over to the gate. We got there, and we were like, okay, plane's coming in. And we were like, it said that the plane was in. No plane. So you show up at the gate, no plane. Look on the app, no plane.
Yeah.
Says it's supposed to be a plane, right?
Yeah.
Said plane came in.
No plane.
No plane. Now everybody around there is seeing you're the crew. Where's the plane? I don't know. Right. Says plane's on the ground. I know. But we don't know.
We don't know. Nobody told us.
We know exactly what they know.
You know.
It's not like all of a sudden we got this little bitty, person in the corner going, hey, the plane's over on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know exactly what the passengers know.
For the most part, like everything we do in our job, we're like, it's the same time, same exact time of communication. They're getting it, we're getting it, type of thing. Outside of like security, like that, all that stuff, like that, of course, is going to be shared inside the confines of the company, whatever. But outside everything else, like normal operation.
Usually what happens, it's operational.
Yeah.
Right? Something that they either needed a flight. I have no idea what happened on our plane.
Right.
But something happened where they needed it or whatever. They took it. They used it. They brought us another plane from the hangar that came in. And so, but there was a good part of it too, because we had a lot of passengers going to Cleveland. And I knew a lot of them. A lot of them are elite passengers that have been flying for years. And they came up to me and they were like, Gary, what's the problem? I said, I have no idea. And they were like, I don't know what to do. And I said, I do. There's a plane that's leaving in about 50 minutes, and there's plenty of seats on it. So go take yourself over there because, as you can see, we don't have a plane.
Yeah.
And go over there, get yourself on that. If you got all your bags with you, go over there. There's plenty of seats. You're going to get home about at least an hour earlier.
That's one thing. Like everybody needs to know like how to travel and how to like put together, like a plan, pre-plan. Because every flight, like, it doesn't matter if you think it's a nice day out that day, or whatever's going to happen. Anything, we know that anything can happen. Mechanicals can happen. Weather can happen. Whatever the events in the area which you're operating out of can happen. Like all kinds of things, and you need to have a plan. one of the things that I'm trying to come up with right now that we're very close to is that we're doing a travel guide with cam pressure.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the great thing, going back to what I was talking about with this, is that when you take that time with those people, goes a long way.
Oh yeah.
Right? They will remember. There's probably about 4 to 6 of them that went over there. And trust me when I'm telling you, they will remember this the next time that they see me.
Oh, yeah.
Because you took the time to communicate with them. They've been with our company, for many years flying.
Right.
And the reason why they do that is because we do. We take the time to help them out. Even though my day went to shit,
yeah,
at least you take a few minutes to make their day go a little bit better.
A little bit better.
And they remember that every single time.
Yeah.
So anyway, we boarded up, went into Cleveland, and the plane in front of us blew a tire.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you had there was one event after another event, and it kept going and kept going. Like, it was unbelievable yesterday.
Yeah, and then I get this text, "What are you doing?" It's him. He's like, "Stop doing those."
I'm doing, "Stop doing these stupid triangles."
Okay, so
we're too senior to be doing stupid stuff like that.
They snuck that in on the line.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so I didn't realize that until about 2 days.
And you can't get rid of it.
No, I could have probably got rid of it, but I was trying to trade it for a 2-day trip. Didn't work that way. So anyway, I did it. It went to shit. It was like riding Millennium over at Cedar Point. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy.
Part of it was weather, part of it was company, part of it was mechanical. It was like you had everything.
Right.
That's a crazy day.
Yeah, it was a crazy day. I won't do a triangle again for a long time.
You got your triangle fix?
Yeah, I did. I'm completely.
Are you reminded of why you're not doing that?
Completely full of it. I ain't doing it. I'm going right back to my Florida turn.
Exactly.
Real simple.
Right.
But last week when I got to touch on this one because you went and you made a comment about spaghetti arms.
Spaghetti arms.
Shout out to Jeff, Jay, right?
Yep. Shout out.
You had to do a big shout out to him. So this one's for you, buddy. You never thought that in a million years over a national podium that you would hear this story. So the guy that he's talking about, Jay, I've known him about as long as I've known Shawn.
Yeah.
He is a ground person that we've been friends for a long time. We used to play softball in this international softball competition between the airlines. And they used to have these competitions down in Fort Lauderdale. Jay and I went down to Fort Lauderdale and we were playing in this tournament. So we got done. We were heading over to one of these little clubs, right? And they had this cute little waitress come over there. Jay.
Yeah.
He won't miss an opportunity.
Right.
So he sees this little waitress. She comes over there and he starts, being flirtatious with her and everything. And he's like cutting on me saying, because I was thinner back then. And he said about spaghetti arms. I said, "Oh, okay, that's funny." So I looked at her and I said, "Hey, can you answer me a question?" She goes, "Sure." I said, "When you look at a guy, would you rather date a guy that has smooth skin, right, muscular,
sure,
more trim but really built, or would you like some burly, hair growing down your back?" Looks like a Brillo pad, a Sasquatch looking man. Would you like that? And she goes, "Ooh, gross." I said, "That's Jay." So.
Oh my God, you're shedding. Seasonal.
Dude, first of all,
Sasquatch
I didn't know Jay looked like that. So
yeah.
Now I'm going to look
Grows out the back of his neck.
I'm going to look at him a whole different way
back
now.
of his neck, brother. Back of his neck. And mark my words, when this video comes out, mark my words, you are so putting a picture of our little Sasquatch brother up in the corner because Big Ugly is coming your way.
Big Ugly.
he's my other brother too. Yeah. So anyway, I had to touch on that one, and then I had to touch on this one because you and the tech guy. We had a tech guy that was working with us. He was cool last week. And you kept on and on how G doesn't know anything about technology. G don't know technology. And you're just sitting there. G
don't know.
And you're getting this beat up thing. You ever just got beat up and you're sitting there going, "Wait a minute, am I getting the shit beat out of me right now?"
Yeah, we were talking tech, back and forth, all this different stuff. And I'm sure some of the terminology we were talking about, you weren't following what the hell we were talking about.
No, but that didn't bother me. It was the part of this. Well, don't worry about it. G's not the technical guy. I am. I'm this. I'm that. I'm like, okay. So just beat up on me a little bit more.
It's kind of fun.
So I had to run home afterwards. I had to bring up the old Stuart Smalley's
Stuart Smalley.
daily affirmations.
Right. And what'd you go home and tell yourself?
I had to go home and tell myself that I'm good enough and I'm smart enough. And gosh darn it, people like me.
He thinks people like him.
If you guys haven't seen Stuart Smalley, check him out, man. Right. He's got these daily affirmations. And if you have a buddy like Shawn, you'll often have to go to Stuart Smalley's daily affirmations.
Yeah, right.
That heart inside of me was just, it was crushed for a moment.
That whole mad skits and stuff with Stuart Smalley are hilarious.
I love
you
Stuart
can you can sit there and watch those things forever. They're just funny.
I had to pull that one out of the trunk, man.
Yeah.
Just because you and your technology. So anyway, I've been doing a lot of the Orlandos other than that nasty little triangle. Right. And you know what I love about that is the kids in there. And it was funny you were talking about that because I love the kids on the Orlando flights.
Dude, that's the only reason to do the
I do. I love the kids. And the best thing I love about them, I love the character that I always carry around, Stitch. When they come back from Orlando, they got these big Stitch animals, right? And you know that damn thing cost the parents like $150.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Right?
They're not cheap.
I mean, you know, they didn't get the Bobo Stitch.
Dude,
like
everything,
the little
when
one.
you come back from Orlando, like, not only Stitch, like all those different, like you come back with they have the lightsabers, they got all those things. They have got robots. They got like, it's unbelievable. The amount of money that's coming back from Orlando.
They have debt.
Yeah.
They have a lot of debt.
But we know his crew because we've seen this so often and talked to him, like how much these things cost. It's a lot of money.
Anyway, love Stitch, absolutely love him. But you know, he was a little character that crash landed on Earth. He was adopted Leela.
Right.
Yeah, I love that
little
one,
alien blue.
But what I loved about him most was the phrase Ohana, because you know I lived on Hawaii my first year flying. I lived on the island of Hawaii, and Ohana means family. Family means no one gets left behind. And when I always think about that, that's like me and you, because we go back a long time, and these guys really don't understand that when we first met each other. Excuse my language, but Shawn was a dick.
No, you took the words out of my mouth. You were the dick.
Oh, you were the ass. Right? No, we didn't like each other.
Yeah, right.
We didn't. I mean, seriously. I mean, what it was two testosterone-driven bulls,
young bulls
that just didn't like each other.
Like clashing heads, banging heads. But
But
we got over pretty quick.
We did. But it was one night in a parking lot that we faced insurmountable odds, and I wasn't going to run.
Right.
My brothers were there, and Shawn, you didn't move, man.
Yeah.
You stayed in it.
You can find out about that if you listen to some
another podcast. Yeah.
Our older podcast.
But it's the reason why I always think when I think of Ohana is with you, because, you know, even though we're different mothers, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
brother from another mother.
We've been brothers for a long time. Hey,
but, you know, it's funny that you should bring that up because I have that Ohana sign over my office, and it's like a surfboard that I had made in Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like this like little mini surfboard, maybe 3 feet long, if that. And this dude would like carved all these like, you know, like turtles into it and all kinds of cool stuff. But then they had this whole thing and they put like the Smith Ohana. Yeah.
Let's Velcro a Stitch.
A Velcro to Stitch.
We'll Velcro a Stitch to it.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, Ohana's really cool saying in Hawaiian.
All right, man. Now I got to tell you about my resolution update.
Here we go.
Yeah, you know I was going to bring it up. So last week I was 204.
204.
Stepped on the scale this morning, and I was 200.
Boom.
Down 13 pounds.
Dude, you're doing good.
13 pounds. Spinach, egg white bites in the morning, chicken, all the boring shit that you got to eat. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. No sugar, cut out all the snacks, and just dropping weight. So got another 10 pounds to go to 190. I probably won't make it because I'll probably tap out around 195.
Well, so I'm thinking, so you get down 13 pounds.
Yeah.
So like 5 of that was like the shit this morning, right?
You're funny. No. No.
No, that last 10 pounds, dude, is hard.
I can
think,
believe it.
Like I think that like that whole BMI and the weight thing and what we should be at, I think that's a bunch of shit right now.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they're always changing all these like metrics over our lifetime. We've seen it change so many times. And so, yes, Americans are fat,
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of the world and all that stuff. But I mean, there's a certain weight that looks good on you. Like,
Right. It's a healthy. And I don't care. I honestly don't care. As long as somebody's happy in life, you do you. I've always been about that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you do you. I don't care. Hey, listen, I love all that shit. I do. I would kill some Krispy Kremes.
Yeah.
But, I went through that sugar withdrawal. That is like that first 12 days.
Dude,
you're like a
miserable.
crack addict going through withdrawal when it comes to getting rid of sugar
You're
out of your
miserable,
body.
man. Headaches.
It is. It's
your body's
miserable.
hurting.
You're thinking of
not
Tootsie
feeling
Rolls.
Good. Mom,
Tootsie Rolls, man. You're thinking all you're doing is not a Warheads.
Yeah.
not Warhead. Right. Warheads will get me down to 190.
Right.
Mom, Warheads 190. That's not going to do it. But hey, listen, I had a tip also. Because flight attendants, we bring our food a lot on the plane. Mm-hmm. This is just for the flight attendants. And you can take it if you're not a flight attendant too.
Right.
But if you heat your food up on the airplane and you're bringing it, wrap it in parchment paper first.
Oh, heck yeah.
And then wrap it in foil and then throw it in the oven.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, nothing will stick. It's going to taste exactly the way it did, right?
Yep.
And it is perfect that way. And here's the other part of it that's great. You can take it, the microwaves, we always have them at the hotels, right?
Right.
So you take it to the microwave, pull it out, put the parchment paper in, heat it up, wrap it up back in the foil. You're going to take it back up your room. It's going to be hot.
Yeah.
So a little crew tip. I mean, just take it. If you like it, if you don't, forget it, man.
No, dude, I do my every morning I wake up when I'm going to work and I make myself a breakfast burrito for the road, wrap it up, same thing. Parchment paper, foil, wrap them up, boom. And then I can throw it in the oven at work. It still warms it up, ready to go.
Yeah.
Doesn't stick. But if you don't put that parchment paper, you got to stick.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like it's going to stick to the foil or whatever you wrap it in. It
doesn't matter, even if it's a sandwich or anything.
Yeah, it's a good tip.
But yeah, anyway, that's my tip for the week for the flight attendants. One more thing I want to talk about, the crazy ass weather we've been having. This has been the most roller coaster time that I've been around in the last probably year or so, at least, right?
Yeah.
Because we went from 60 degrees winds, right? Sweatshirt wearing. Yep. Got out of the car, didn't need the jacket, didn't need anything. That was like, oh, God, I love this, man. Everybody moved to Cleveland weather like that. Tomorrow morning, white out.
Yeah, white out. Blizzard.
White knuckle driving, wondering if I was going to get to work alive. Seeing an Amazon jackknife semi on this.
Oh, geez.
Thinking it goes down. You know when it goes down to like one lane and all you see is like tracks?
Yeah.
And you don't know whether those tracks are actually going straight.
So I was driving to work I drove Carol to work this morning. And all the tracks on the highway are normally there's like 1 and 2 tracks, and the tracks kind of wave and everything. But you get those semis and they start getting closer to you and further, it's unnerving.
Right.
You're like, wow, you got to watch. I'm always like, okay, I got a window. Let's get by this semi. And so you kind of speed up just to get by and then slow back down and pull over in front of it.
And then you look in your rearview mirror, man, and there's that redneck, right? He's driving that big old truck.
And they're coming zoom, barreling on you.
Right. And then then they shoot all that crap on your windshield. Yeah. And now you're covered in slush and salt.
Yep.
Soot.
Yep.
You can't see.
Everything.
Praying.
Body parts from animals hit. All kinds of shit.
Anyway, that was my fun week.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Could you imagine that you're this crew? The first thing that you got to deal with before you even get your coffee? 2 intoxicated women plop their butts down in an open first class seat. What would you do? How about you, Shawn? What would you do?
First of all, radar's gone off. But are you talking about those OnlyFans girls that went crazy?
The only ones that have been all over the damn internet? Yeah, I'm talking about those two.
Yeah, those two are they're out of control. There's so much to even talk about those girls. First of all, if they come on a plane and they pop down and we know we get all kinds of people in first class, right?
Right.
I mean, it's not unusual to have people that we don't think look like first class passengers,
right.
in there. But it kind of your radar goes off, right? This doesn't look quite right. So, I mean, to like find out and confirm, we're going to be doing that first.
Yeah, you don't want to jump the gun.
No, you don't want to jump the gun. You know, like they might have all the right in the world to say they might have bought a first class ticket.
Yep.
You don't know, but you just need to confirm, you know, if you have, especially if you have, because that happened to me recently with two guys that were from like Australia or something. They plopped down in the seats and we booted them out because the agent came down and they're like, you know, let me see your tickets. And we hadn't even, like, the radar didn't even go off on us.
Yeah.
They were like, and he's like, here they are. And they were in like at row 38. And, you know, like, but these girls did the same thing. But what they did afterwards with their drunk asses is ridiculous.
If you've seen this video, and this is something that unfortunately we have to deal with, there's a couple things, right? The people that plop down in places that they shouldn't. Okay, that's one. Two, intoxicated passengers. Is an intoxicated person allowed to be on the plane?
Oh no! Like
why?
Well, we don't know what they're going to do, right?
Right.
I mean, the whole point and the policies of the airline is that you can't board an aircraft intoxicated, and the reason why is because we don't know how it's going to affect you later. And we both have been in situations where we've seen people get on, and they might have been they're borderline, not like, we wouldn't say they were intoxicated, but they had already started drinking, and then they get on the plane, drink some more, and then they go over the edge.
Right.
And then they do all kinds of stupid shit.
So what usually happens in the boarding process, if they're not stopped by the gate agent, okay, and they get to us, and then we find out that they appear to be intoxicated, first thing that we do is do what? We go get somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
And then we ask them to kind of verify it. And then we go get the remainder of the crew, and then we make a decision, right? Yeah. And then that decision,
pass that on to the captain.
That decision goes on to the captain. And then after that, we decide whether we remove that person off an aircraft.
Right.
And the reason, and we're going to get to that too, the reasons why, because I'm going to give you guys a hypothetical situation that we kind of have to deal with and the window that we have to deal with it in, because flight attendants have to deal with these situations in this small window, don't we?
Oh, yeah, the snap decision that we got to make. And that's the whole reason why we don't let people put us in those situations.
Small window.
Right.
So boarding process, how long?
30 minutes tops.
So 30 minutes tops.
Yeah, on a narrow body aircraft.
Okay, and then say that this person boarded at 20 minutes into the boarding process, so we got 10 minutes left, right?
Right.
What's going on?
Everything.
Okay, but what? What's going on? They don't know. What's going on?
What's going on with the
boarding? I mean, what are we doing? What's the whole
we're trying to
objective
get it closed.
of the crew?
Like,
Get the door closed.
Get the door closed.
Right.
Make it happen. Get these people from what they pay for. Go to point A to point B.
Right.
And once we have a disruption like that, then that just like totally stops the whole wheel.
There's that small window that we're talking about.
Right.
And this person throws chaos into this.
Right.
And they injected chaos into this. And I think, personally, if you've seen this video, and you know what they did afterwards, we're going to talk about that too.
Yep.
What they did afterwards, there is intent. They intended to do this.
Yeah, I mean, so you know, these girls, once they came on there, we know after now looking at the video,
right,
that they had intent to try to boost themselves up on their OnlyFans, site.
Right.
So I mean, everything they were doing was to play to that because they were trying to make money. Like their whole motive is to make money.
Right. Okay. Now with that.
Right.
Okay. Because of what they did, and they made money, right? Because their mug shots, they got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
They only had to pay $500.
Right.
$500 to get out. Now they knew when they were walking out of there, they were getting all this free publicity. Why? Because everybody's got a phone.
Oh yeah.
Right. So they have all these phones out, and what are they doing? They're tagging on all those phones, and they're pulling off all that stuff, throwing it to their fans only, right? Making more money from everything that they're throwing out there. Took their mug shots, making money. Took their mug shots, throwing them on a shirt, making money. Now, what is the biggest problem that you see that's going to happen from this for us?
Man,
for
we're going to have copycats. Copycat's going to happen, continue to do this because, one, the punishment wasn't severe enough, right? So, I mean, if you're only gonna throw $500 fine on these people, there are gonna be more people that are gonna do this, like that are in the same situation. They're like, oh, we can boost our, this will make our popularity. We can make them, we can be the victims, all that stuff. Well, that isn't what we should be setting precedent on, to the public and let them know that, hey, if you do this, you're only getting a slap on the hand and $500 fine. You know?
Do you know what they did the next day?
Promoting themselves.
They flew on the same airline home.
Yep.
How do you do that? How do you allow that?
This is the thing.
All this stuff that happened. How do you allow that?
Well, here's the thing. People don't understand when you get removed from an aircraft, it isn't permanent, right? So we know it isn't permanent. Like, you get bounced off an aircraft, that doesn't mean you're on a list saying you can't fly that airline ever again. It depends on what the situation is before you ever make that type of list. So a lot of times they're always trying to reaccommodate that person. You know, oh, they're drunk today, we'll send them home, sober up, whatever. Those guys spent the night in a hotel, jail. You know,
well, it's a little different. It wasn't
day.
like you're drunk and you left on your own. You left in handcuffs,
right?
Doing the splits.
Yeah,
saying you're doing yoga.
Yep.
It was utterly ridiculous. Now let me give you the hypothetical situation.
Yeah,
and I was telling you guys that flight attendants have to deal with this small window. Now you have to make a decision in that small window. Do you pull them off the plane or do you leave them on the plane? If you're intoxicated, you come off. Period.
Yeah, because
there's no gray area here.
We're, as a crew, are thinking about long term. Right. We're thinking about, well, how is this going to impact the flight? Are these people going to do something on the plane later on? So right. like that's all the things that are running in our head. We have to make that decision. And policies now on most airlines are, you know, if you're drunk or intoxicated in any fashion, you don't fly.
Yeah. So you guys remember this, and this is what I'm telling you about this hypothetical. Going down to Fort Lauderdale, you have 120 people that are going to go on a cruise, right? Out of the port down there.
Sure.
Now you have another group that's got a vacation out of Miami, other ones that are meeting family, right?
Right.
So you allow this person to go on the plane, kind of ignore them. Say, well, whatever, it's fine. I don't want to deal with it. So you let them on the plane. And then they brought their own alcohol on. They were drinking more, and they got belligerent. Say they attacked a crew member, injured a crew. What happens?
Yep. I mean, now we got to decide: are we diverting?
Injured crew. What's going to happen?
Oh, you're going to remove the. It's going to cancel.
Yeah, you're going to divert.
Yeah,
you're going to land the plane.
Most likely, you're going to divert. It depends on where the situation happens. I mean, if it's in the air, you're going to divert. Right. If it's not in the air, you know, and crew's injured. Now you're going to cancel a flight because if you don't have a crew to replace that person, plane doesn't go anywhere.
Now, who pays the price?
Everybody in the plane.
Every single person. So you got 120 people that just missed every vacation.
Right.
Right? All these people that missed their vacation down with their family, all these people that are not getting home on time the next day for whatever reason, could have been a family emergency, all because in that little window, you have to make a decision. Now, when you see someone getting pulled off, always realize it's you that we're protecting.
Yeah.
It's you.
And the public sometimes thinks that just because we're doing something, you know, they're going to pull out their phone, they're going to record all this stuff, and that, you know, bad airline. But really, the airline's trying to protect everybody.
Yes, we are doing this. We are doing this really to protect you. We don't want you to have a flight that is in chaos. We want you to sit there, enjoy yourself, get to your destination. That's it.
Right.
Really simple.
Right. I don't know. So in this OnlyFans thing, do you know if they actually did they cause a delay or anything, or anybody get impacted by this? Because honestly, that $500 fine is nothing. But if I were on that whole thing, they should all be suing those girls.
Well, that was the whole thing is that it was delayed. The flight was delayed because they had to get the police to remove them off because they weren't coming off on their own.
Yeah, but I don't know if like your hypothetical happened, like people got let.
No. I mean, no, they were delayed.
Right.
Okay, but I just gave them the hypothetical if you allow them to stay on. The hypothetical was if you allow this intoxicated person to stay on board the aircraft and something happens.
Yeah.
That and that could, I mean, you've seen that. You've seen that where planes, you've had someone that get violent and they had to divert. And they did that internationally. Right? They've had it internationally where they had to divert because someone had gotten physical with a crew member or another passenger had gotten injured. You got to divert.
Yep.
So now you got 300 and some people now.
Yep.
Misconnections, everything.
Yeah. So
all because of one person.
But my point to this whole thing, G, is that for these copycatters out there that might think about copycatting, think about the repercussions of this, because not only maybe it might be a $500 fine, but honestly, Everybody on that, if you cancel a flight or if you impact a flight where somebody, they're all losing money and all this stuff, like the airline can probably sue you too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's more repercussions to this. These girls kind of like squeaked into that like little window of opportunity for them to make money off of this and think they're cute and all that stuff. They're kind of hot, but anyways.
I'm going to follow up on it. I'm going to see if anything does happen to him. But listen, any of the copycatters that you're thinking about, don't do it, man. It's not worth it. Don't do it. You're going to get pulled too.
Yeah.
So the weather had been all over the place. So you know what I did?
What's that?
I actually watched a couple shows.
What?
Yeah, I did.
First of all,
don't start it. Don't start it. Here we go.
How do you have time to watch a show?
Here we go. I knew it. As soon as I said it, I knew it.
How in the hell do you got time to watch a show?
Because there was one show I had seen this, and I'd always wanted to see some of these episodes because this dude is just badass.
What's the show?
Reacher.
Oh,
you watch that?
Yes. Reacher is like, it goes way back for me. First of all, I read all the books before the shows came out.
Of course you did.
And the only reason I don't do a lot of reading. First of all, I mean,
right.
For me to read a book is like, it's got to be pretty damn good as far as like keeping my attention and stuff. Because I don't know about you, like when reading, I start reading, it puts me to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Are you the same way?
Oh, yeah. That's me. 100%.
But my wife is exactly the opposite. Like she reads and she stays awake.
Right.
Like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and she's sitting there reading still.
Sometimes I'm jealous of them though because they're so well read.
There's there's
the give and take because we're the type that we fix things.
So here's the well read thing for my wife. Like she loves to read and she loves a good story and she's interested in it.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, by the time she hits the back cover of that damn book, she put it down. She doesn't know what she just read. She doesn't remember shit. Like, I mean, it is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like reading retention and what she does, like she cannot tell you what it's about.
Really?
It blows my mind. I mean, I'm like, so why do you read it? Like, it's just the story at the moment. And then as soon as she's done with it,
gone.
Poof. Which is good because she can recycle and it's like a whole new story.
So get back to Reacher.
But anyways, Reacher, I read this books and they started making those seasons and everything. And, you know, the big thing was like, who's going to play this, you know, this character?
Right.
Because in the book, you know, he's badass. He's a big dude.
He's like 6'5",
he's supposed to be like
250.
Yeah. I mean, he was
Alan Richardson.
Yeah,
he is like
gigantic.
a freaking beast, man.
Right. And in order to fit the character of the book, that's how the character was written in the book. Everybody was scratching their head like, who's going to do that?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's all kinds of names coming up, like The Rock and all, you know, like, you know, some wrestlers and different things like that. But to be 6'5", 6'4", whatever, and be the giant, you know, I seen
an interview with him. His calorie count was ridiculous that he had to eat to get to 250. I mean, and his workouts were unbelievable. But in that, now, Reacher's like a ex-military police.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's CID is the name of the department of the military. Was basically, they're like, you know, the NCI department in the military. Okay. Yeah. So they just like NCI's Navy. Right. He was the Army part of it. And so he's this like wanderer that has a lot of freaking garbage, you know, in his past that's affected him. And everybody that gets close to him kind of dies. So he's like, I don't want to be attached to anything. I don't want a house. I don't want anything. I don't need relationships. I don't want anybody. Don't get close to me because you're going to die.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Yeah.
That's his like MO. But he can't stop finding trouble because he's a good guy, and anything that he think is like bad, he's going to step in. He's the guy who's definitely going to step in and like, you know, oh no, you're not going to hurt that person.
Yeah, right. Like a big gun.
So the first season of Reacher was great.
Yeah.
The second season was good. And the third season was kind of like,
It's kind of funny. They said in the third season, I read the thing, and they said third season, I think it was episode 8, was like one of the most talked about episodes.
I don't know exactly what 8 was, but I thought
something about they faced some Xavier Quinn.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you remember that one?
So this Xavier Quinn character is like it runs through this whole thing because it goes all the way back to his like military.
That makes sense.
So it's all through the story. So this Xavier Quinn was like the finally this person is revealed type of thing. But I'm gonna tell you, the first season was great. Second season was okay, and the third season I thought was kind of shit because it started getting too corny. You know, like it was being too repetitive, and you know they were doctoring it up to be Hollywood and all this stuff. But I mean, this is a good show. You know, I'd recommend anybody to watch.
I liked Reacher.
Yeah,
I thought it was really good. So the other one was 1984. I wondered if you watched this one. Streets of Fire.
Oh,
do you remember that one?
I probably watched it, but I can't remember too much about it.
So Michael Perrier played Tom Cody, and then they had William Dafoe. Do you remember? He played? No, you don't actually remember the movie. It was he played a biker gang leader. His name was Raven. You had Bill Paxton. He was in it.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of stars.
Yeah, he was a bartender in there. You had Rick Moranis as Billy Fish. He was like the manager of Diane Lane, who is Ellen Ames. But it wasn't that. The movie itself is cool. I mean, it's a biker movie, and it's about a singer, and that's who Ellen Ames is a singer, and they steal her. But the soundtrack's
good.
Dude,
Classic.
Me and you have danced to so many songs
from the soundtrack.
From that soundtrack track. Nowhere Fast, I Can Dream About You, Sorcerer from Stevie Nicks. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun because I was watching this. I was like, every time this thing came on, I watched it.
Oldie movies are fun.
I love that.
Like it like brings up memories and stuff. And you know, with me with movies like that, like all movies, because I like retain the story. Unlike my wife.
Yeah.
For the most part, I can remember, oh, yeah, I've seen this. I can tell you about it, the whole 9 yards. But it always puts me in a time or a place.
Right.
Like, do you attach yourself with that movie to a specific time in your life or like a place? I do that with music and I do that with movies. Like, you can mention a movie that's an old movie, and I'd be like, oh, yeah. I know exactly where I was, what I was doing.
From us, so many years of going out to the clubs and stuff for me and you dancing. I mean, when I was looking at this, it goes back and it reminds me of like so many nights.
Oh yeah,
we were at clubs dancing some of these songs.
Right.
I mean, we were dancing to them.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was cool because you go back and you think, man, that was so much fun back then.
Yeah.
Because we were out all the time.
All the time.
Dancing everywhere. I don't care where we laid over. Me and that boy.
I
don't care where it was. We knew where to go to dance.
Every night we laid over, we went somewhere.
The dance.
There was we were always finding some place to dance, go out to the club, the whole 9 yards. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was so much fun back then.
Yeah.
So let's switch it up a little bit. Last thing before we get to Around the Globe, I want to talk about how important the pilot and the flight attendant communication is.
Oh, it's the most important aspect of our whole entire job.
Right. And we joke about it sometimes, but just because we've known each other for so long.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I think that companies today, and, you know, we've been with several, you know, over the years. And I could tell you, you know, when a company invests into the culture of their crews are this very synergetic thing where we're all, you know, kind of like we are here in Cleveland. We're all one big family and we know each other. Mm-hmm. Like the dynamics and the safety level is like off the scales.
That's what a lot of you guys don't understand about Cleveland. Okay, this base.
Yeah.
Explain it to you because I've been here since day one. Okay, since this base opened up. But the cool thing about it is the pilots that we've flown with over the years. There was a dad.
The flight attendants are cool too.
I know, but it's not that. You know what I'm talking about, you smart ass. No, what I love about it is we have this family, and just like we had one of the pilots, he was a dad, and his son came over and he's first officer, and I watched him come in and start as being a first officer. Oh, yeah. I watched his dad retire, and then I watched this young guy is now currently number one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, that whole dynamics that you're talking about there, and that's part of the communication stuff, but that whole dynamics of our life right now.
Yeah.
Like we're in that stage where we've seen people, and it's like it's unbelievable how like we've seen like now there's flight attendants and pilots. Their kids are now working here with us now, and then it keeps on going. And the crazy thing that just happened, like yesterday, I get an email through Cabin Pressure, and I get this little email saying, "Hey, is G this person? You know, is this who it is?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's." I didn't connect who it was at first, and I'm like, "You know, yeah, it is." And then she replies back. She goes, "Oh yeah, he used to come over and he helped me with my mom. It was Haley. Haley.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Haley.
Yeah." And I could not. I was like, wow. Like as soon as and we knew, and that when she was born,
Yeah.
her mother worked here.
Yep.
Her mother's mother was here, which is her grandmother, and then her aunt was there too.
Yeah.
It was like
I used to go over to her house when she was a little girl.
Yeah.
And you'll remember this, Haley. I used to go over her house because I used to do remodeling stuff too. I used to help a lot of single moms.
Right.
Because they needed help, right?
Right.
So I used to go over there and do work on their house. Haley would sit there. She's a little girl, and she would sit there and just watch me. And then all she did was just talk. She just wanted to have a conversation.
Yep.
That was it. All the
Yep.
time. And then I sat, we were in her closet. She had this little nook. I don't know if you remember this, Haley. You had this little nook. And you had like your little hiding spot, you know what I mean? How they build their little fort area and stuff like that. But she was so adorable. And then I watched her grow up to be this incredible woman. I mean, she's an incredible person.
You know, she has a daughter now.
No.
Right. Reach out.
Are you kidding me?
Reach out.
Oh
Reach
my
out.
God. Haley.
Yeah.
I got to see. Oh my God. I did not know
So
that.
anyways, but that's the whole thing about this whole thing. Like airline business is like this one big family.
I got another one. I got another one. Yeah. I got another one though. I got another one. So I walk into the cockpit like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And I turn around and I'm like, said this guy's name. He turns around and he goes, and the captain goes, "How do you know him?" I said, "This little squirt used to come over my house all the time. I used to tell him to take his damn shoes off."
Oh, wow.
And now here he is. This kid goes through the military, goes into the service, gets all of his ratings, everything, comes
Right.
back out, and here he is in the right seat, first officer.
Bam.
And now I think he's flying international, but his mom's a flight attendant too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and then his sister's a flight attendant.
Yeah. I mean, airline business in general, like there's so many families that are like airline families, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like I grew up in a military family, and there's like everybody in my family, we were all in the military pretty
Right.
much, you know? So, but the airlines are the same way. Like once you're airline and that gets into a family, like it's inevitable that you're going to influence other people to be in there.
Right.
But back to our communication. Our communication with the pilots.
Well,
and stuff.
it goes back to everything. I mean, look at your wife. I've known your wife for how long? I know this. When she's up there, I don't ever worry about anything.
Right.
Hell of a pilot. I mean,
Well,
I never worry about it.
It is absolutely vital that a company should tap into that more, because that type of synergy and us like knowing each other, like when you go to the bigger bases, it's not like that.
No.
It's not like that at all, because I'm over in Newark right now, and I probably won't fly with the same person for the next 10 years.
Right.
Like it's just that big.
Right.
I'm going from 200 plus base to a 6,000 plus base.
Right.
You know, so it's like you're just not gonna. We fly somewhat with this. We'll see a few here and there because it goes with seniority, but outside of that, you know, we jug everything around. But it's really important that a company like really should be tapping into that more, and like pilots and flight attendants should be laying over together. I mean, we know our company. I don't know if that's true with all the companies. Like I know with the smaller one, the regional jets and stuff, they're always together.
Yeah.
But the bigger airlines, they tend to sometimes separate the pilots and the flight attendants, and I think that's terrible.
Big mistake.
For communication.
Years ago, a little funny story since you were talking about that. 5 a.m. in the morning. We didn't have phones back then.
Mm-hmm.
So it was 5 o'clock. Everybody's piling into the van. That's when the pilots used to stay with us in the hotel. And Bill.
Yeah.
So phenomenal pilot. Biggest smile in the freaking world. Everybody knew who he was, right? All you had to do is say, "Bill, smile." There it is.
Right.
He's got this freaking smile that lights up a damn room. So he gets into the van. We're all in the van. We're starting going down the road, and then all of a sudden you hear this dum, do 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 dum, do 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 do. Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. Do 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 do. Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll.
Yeah.
So this whole crew now is going down with the van going, your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. And this van's going like this. The van driver's like moving the wheel back and forth. It looked like something out of a Cheech and Chong movie, right?
Hilarious.
We were cruising down there, and at the very part of it, here's Bill.
Yeah, you know, the best part about the whole crew communication synergy thing is that, like, we are family.
No,
you know?
it is.
We're all family, and it's awesome when we get that bonding going on, because when we are in situations like we're talking about with the girls on the plane and situations that we have to make split decisions, like, credibility goes a long way in this business.
Yeah.
And when we know each other, you and I, we talk to probably 99% of the pilots here know us.
Right.
And we tell them something.
It's done.
It is.
It's
Boom,
done.
because they know who we are, what we are, what we do and don't do.
Not even
right?
a question.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't question us.
Yeah. So it's like the respect level is like way up there, opposed to a company where we're all flying with a bunch of strangers. And
right.
when they come back, you have to actually second guess that person to be like, okay, well.
So this is on both sides of the fence. Crew communication, cockpit, flight attendants, one of the most important things.
Yep.
Right?
For sure.
All right, brother, let's go round the globe.
Round the globe.
It's that time, man. Hey, do you like Elvis?
Yes, baby.
You sound like the damn Big Bopper.
I did sound like Big Bopper.
You sound like Big Bopper.
I know.
Right?
I don't got an Elvis for you. But I love a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
What?
A peanut butter and banana sandwich and bacon. And that's Elvis' favorite food. Come on.
Really?
Dude.
Now, you know something? I'm a huge Elvis fan. I did not know that that's what he ate.
First of all, you know, I'm a foodie.
Yeah.
And Elvis was like, he was like, but he wasn't, I wouldn't call Elvis a foodie. He was one of those like picky foodie persons. Like, he only ate specific things, hamburgers, you know, peanut butter, banana sandwiches with bacon, you know, all that type of stuff. Chicken, fried chicken. He had these like set things. It was a really cool thing. You've laid over in Memphis?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we lay over in Memphis, and we stay at the hotel that's actually connected to the, you know, Memphis. What the heck what's the name of it? Graceland.
Graceland.
And so, and there's a barbecue place right down the street from that they have a pink Cadillac.
Really?
And if you call them, it's a free service, and they'll come and pick you up from the hotel in a pink Cadillac and drive you to the restaurant and drive you back.
Cool.
Yeah. And Elvis evidently used to always go there and get his fried chicken and his barbecue.
One of the funniest concerts that I watched with Elvis, he had put on a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And he starts getting down. You know how he gets his microphone?
Yeah.
I hope these pants don't split out, baby.
You're right. Oh, he said
Why
that?
can't you see? Oh, yeah. He goes down there and he goes, I hope these pants don't split out, baby. I love Elvis. But anyway, Elvis, they're doing this epic Elvis Presley concert, and they're doing it like at this IMAX.
Okay.
So we get to see Elvis like on a big screen.
Dude, like a 50-foot Elvis?
50 screen.
Why do you need a pelvis be shaking in your face as like 50 foot?
I don't know. It'd be fun. It'd be fun. I mean, you're like, the king, baby. Elvis was cool though.
It's funny because like right now, our generation, you know, and there's people that were like around for Elvis, like, but this new generation probably won't be going to see Elvis.
No, they're not going to.
You know, like it's like that's a yesteryear. Like that's like going to like see like something about Sammy Davis Jr. and the Rat Pack. You know, like people nowadays don't know what that is, right?
We do.
Yeah, but we do. Right. But I don't need to see it in IMAX.
No, let's go to Top Gun though. Top Gun would be fun.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of IMAX movies. Like I think the last one I did was I saw was in here in Cleveland.
Yeah,
and it was on whales. And my shout out to my little nieces over there. They love for me to do whale sounds.
Yeah,
you know whale sounds, right?
I'm about ready to go ahead.
It's kind of like that.
Did you get the same look that you got when you started this? Did you see that look that you got at the beginning of the podcast?
My nieces will come up to me and they'll be like, "Do your whale sound."
You're starting to see, you see why he's like a goofball. Yeah. This is him.
But the IMAX, back to the IMAX, you want big shit up there. I don't know if I need Elvis's pelvis swinging.
I'm gonna go see it. I'll let you know. I don't know if I'll see it in the IMAX, but I'm definitely going to the theater.
No. I'll probably see it in my theater.
All right. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. You
right.
You get your own theater. He just got his own in-house theater.
Right.
Whatever. So a woman in Florida was caught driving 107 miles an hour in a 55 mile an hour zone. You know what for?
No.
Gonna love this one. Remember last week, the gravy?
Yeah.
Okay. This one, Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Pizza. Right?
Are you?
There's a new commercial coming out of that, Sean.
Why? Yeah. I mean,
new commercial.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious.
I'm
107.
I'm thinking that lady that's weirds the beef.
Yeah.
You know, she could be like zooming. She gets to the front of the restaurant. She's sliding in there. Boom. Where's my pizza?
Now see, I'm thinking
like words of beef.
I'm thinking it. Dominic Toretto.
Oh yeah.
Fast and the Furious 107.
Right.
Family first.
Yeah.
Pizza first. Laws optional.
So
anyway, stupid people.
Stupid.
107.
I'm sorry.
Candy truck spilled thousands of pounds of sweets all over the residential street of Lowell, Massachusetts.
Oh hell yeah, I'm in.
You're in.
I'm in.
You're in. We're in.
Well,
I can't be
What
in
type
now.
of candy is it?
I don't know.
Well, I mean that kind of matters. Like,
Would it really?
Yeah. I mean, like like.
I'm getting it. You're picking.
If it's
it
a truck of candy corn, I'm not in.
You're not in?
No.
No, I'm grabbing it anyway. I'm grabbing it all anyway.
Yeah. What if it's like a truck of like warheads? You diving in? You stuffing your pockets?
I'm gonna go get the shovel. I'm gonna start helping loading it back on the truck. Sorry, Mom, but it's going back on the truck.
It's interesting because like this is not the first time like a truck has spilled like crazy stuff like that. Like I think Hershey's had one where they spilled a whole truck and had a Hershey, sauce everywhere and everything.
Oh,
okay.
Like,
like all kinds of
Hershey bars. Yeah. No, we're picking them up.
Hershey bars, we're going for those.
They'll go right back in the fridge, freeze
But if it was just like this big barrels of like chocolate, like everywhere.
Yeah. Now if you had some taffy,
some Laffy Taffy.
Yeah. My ass be scooping that shit up. I might not be eating it now, but sure in the hell gonna eat it in a little
certain
while.
Candies that are good to be like, I'd be diving in. And then other ones, you might want to get away from like Pop Rocks. So there was a whole thing of Pop Rocks.
That'd be hilarious.
And like,
I'd be out there with my hose. I'd be out there with my hose. I got a garden hose, sprayed my shit on it. Hey, watch this on the news, man. Yeah. Okay, I came across this story. This was funny.
What's that?
A 41-year-old Louisiana woman that was arrested, and she was found swimming in her neighbor's pond. You know why?
No.
Her explanation was she wanted to be a mermaid.
She was a drunk ass bitch. That's what she was. Are you kidding? That's the reason why.
Could you imagine that conversation going on with that drunk friend of hers?
That's right.
I want to tell you, Leslie, you do exactly what you wanted to do, and you follow them dreams.
Right.
You be a mermaid.
Look at my flipper.
It's not, I wanted to be a mermaid. Be a mermaid.
Look at my tail. Look at my tail.
Why?
Dude, first of all, there's some 40-year-olds. I wouldn't mind finding my back pool.
Not in your pond. Not in your pond. Be
if they're out
there in the pond, be like, what the hell are they doing out there?
Right.
There's Doug poop. Hell with that.
Duck poop. If they get in this one behind my house, they might get some leeches on them and shit.
Be like, yeah, I ain't touching that. No, anyway, crazy people around the world.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the inspirational quote. Happiness is not something you find at the end of the road. It's something that you choose to carry with you step by step.
Step by step.
That's what
Life's
we do.
A choice.
Happiness.
Right. Choose to be happy.
We had a lot of fun today.
Yeah. I am always choosing to be happy, man. Listen, I need to laugh every day.
You're going to see a lot of laughing on Cabin Pressure all the time.
Always.
A lot of goofy shit, but a lot of laughing.
Always.
So anyway, you guys have a great week. We had a lot of fun, and we will see you guys next week.
Next week, Cabin Pressure.
See you guys.
Later. Bye. And that's a wrap. Another episode of Cabin Pressure with Shawn and G. If you made it this far without subscribing to our YouTube channel, what are you even doing with your life? Seriously, questioning, judgment. Hit the subscribe button like it owes you money. Ring that notification bell. Do that thing. You know you want to. Because let's be real, finding this podcast was fate. Staying unsubscribed, that's just disrespectful to the universe. We'll see you next week for another episode where we promise you absolutely nothing except more of whatever this was. Until then, keep your tray tables up, your seatbelts fastened, and your YouTube subscription subscribed. Peace out and subscribe already.